When love is right, it doesn't arrive like a storm. It comes quietly, almost unnoticed, like a soft knock you didn't expect but somehow needed. Amina didn't believe in that kind of love anymore. She believed love was loud, demanding, exhausting, something you had to prove every day by over-explaining, over-giving, and overstaying. Every love she had known before felt like a test she was constantly failing, no matter how hard she tried. So when Idris entered her life, she almost missed it. There was no dramatic beginning, no sparks that set the room on fire, no butterflies that made her dizzy. He was simply there, consistent, calm, and kind in a way that didn't ask for applause. At first, that scared her. She kept waiting for the shift. The sudden coldness, the unanswered messages, the emotional distance disguised as needing space. Her body was used to chaos, so peace felt unfamiliar, almost suspicious. But Idris didn't change. When Amina spoke, he listened not just to respond, but to understand. When she needed space, he didn't punish her with silence. When she set boundaries, he didn't see them as rejection. He saw them as honesty, and that was new. One evening, after a long day, Amina found herself sitting quietly beside him, saying nothing. In the past, silence would have made her anxious. She would have rushed to fill it, afraid that quiet meant distance, but this silence felt safe. "You okay?" Idris asked gently, not with concern that demanded answers, but with care that offered space. "I am," she said, surprised to realize it was true. That was the first moment she understood something important. When love is right, you don't feel like you're performing. There were no games between them. No guessing what the other meant. No emotional hide and seek. If something felt off, they talked about it, not perfectly, but honestly. Still, Amina struggled. Sometimes, old wounds don't disappear just because someone new arrives. One day, after a small misunderstanding, she pulled away. Not because she wanted to, but because that's what she had learned to do. Distance had once been her armor. Idris noticed. Instead of accusing her, instead of matching her withdrawal, he said, "I feel like you're protecting yourself. I want you to know I'm here, not leaving." That sentence ended her. No one had ever named her fear without using it against her. She cried not out of sadness, but relief. Relief that she didn't have to fight to be understood. Relief that love didn't have to hurt to be real. When love is right, growth happens naturally. They didn't on everything. They had difficult conversations. They triggered each other's insecurities at times. But the difference was this: neither of them used love as a weapon. Apologies came with change, not repetition. Effort wasn't seasonal. Respect didn't disappear during conflict. Amina noticed how she was changing too. She slept better. She laughed more. She stopped checking her phone obsessively. She stopped overthinking every word she said. She started showing up as herself, unfiltered, imperfect, human. Love was no longer something she feared losing every day. It became something she felt grounded in. One afternoon, while watching the sunset together, Amina realized something quietly profound. She wasn't afraid anymore. Not of abandonment, not of speaking up, not of being too much. When love is right, you don't shrink to be kept. Idris reached for her hand, not tightly, not possessively, just enough to remind her he was there. "What are you thinking?" he asked. "That love isn't supposed to hurt," she said softly. "I think I finally understand that." He smiled. "Love should feel like home, not a battleground." And in that moment, Amina knew love wasn't about intensity. It wasn't about suffering. It wasn't about proving your worth. When love is right, it feels calm, it feels honest, it feels safe. And for the first time in her life, Amina didn't question it. She simply allowed herself to stay.